Hi, my name is Andrew Borst, also known as Raven Pontiac, Pontiac. I am the owner of Raven Pontiac Media, LLC, and this is my entry for the Reasons to Be Profitable Relay Contest. What is my impact? My impact is to help those who are low vision, legally blind like myself, or completely blind or disabled in another manner to be able to gain or maintain their independence, as well as ways that they can make money so they are not dependent on Social Security, whether it's SSI or SSDI, or any form of government income. When it comes to financial sustainability, I'm taking an entrepreneurial approach of having multiple revenue streams. I recently started my company officially on my birthday just a month ago. Prior to that, I was dealing with restrictions that were imposed by the Social Security Administration, which would not allow me to make any money. For every $1 I would earn, $2 would be taken from my Social Security benefits, which is why my impact is going to have a lot to do with helping my community, because I understand firsthand what it is like to be on disability and have the government restrictions imposed on us to where we are completely under their control and restrictions, and you can't have a meaningful or enjoyable life. Being on low income completely sucks because you don't have enough money to barely afford being able to have food or a roof over your head, but you don't have any extras to be able to say go out and have a night on the town, go out to eat at a restaurant, go see a movie, or whatever the situation may be. And financially speaking, this has shown me already in the short time that I've been an official business owner that when it comes to the business finances, that you do need to nitpick every little thing that you use and why you use to cut down on unnecessary expenses to be able to be profitable and to be able to sustain the business going forward. Currently, I only have a couple small revenue streams coming in, but that is just the beginning. I have learned that to do these properly, that you need to have your content or your services or whatever it is for products and services that you're going to offer in a multitude of places, and to offer a variety of different payment methods to be able to ensure that you can reach the audience that you're trying to help, whether they're in the EU or they're in the United States or Asia or wherever they are in the world. They may use one particular payment system compared to another one. For example, PayPal versus Stripe versus Venmo, credit card, wire transfer, and so on. This has shown me to be able to increase the reach for my business through my products and services, that I needed to expand rather than just having everything on one central platform, to put it out on multiple platforms. To be able to generate revenue from different platforms increases the likelihood of the revenue flowing in and the profitability. When it comes to grit and how I got here to where I am, that is a super long story, but I will cut it down to a fairly short version for this video. When I was a child, I was diagnosed with X-linked retinitis pigmentosa, which is a hereditary eye disease that can cause total blindness. Thankfully, I am only currently legally blind and I have not lost all vision yet. But that's the key word, is yet. Every day it's like being in a Catholic cathedral where they have all the lights, and every day one of those candles gets put out, day after day after day. When I was a child, I was told by multiple people within my family and within society that I would not accomplish anything and I would not be able to do anything because I am blind. And thankfully, I had a grandfather who was completely blind from the age of 27, who contradicted and proved that those sayings and comments are not true. And that's why I do what I do, is because I want to show that even if you are disabled or low vision, legally blind, completely blind, whatever the situation may be, that you can, in fact, do the things that you want to, accomplish your goals and dreams, and be successful. I was told I would be completely blind by the time I was 18. You know, thankfully, here we are 20 years later, and I'm still just legally blind. I was told at 18, by the time I was 28, that I would be completely blind. Again, here we are, another 10 years later, and I'm still legally blind. Yes, being legally blind is a challenge, but it doesn't have to be the one hurdle that stops you from going after what you want to do. Even though you may be low vision, legally blind, or completely blind, blind deaf, you can accomplish what you're going after for your goals. Whether you want to be a business owner, you want to be a singer, a musician, a computer programmer, an influencer, whatever it may be, my message is not to let anybody discourage you and keep pushing forward, because whether you're disabled or not, you can push forward and accomplish your goals. I am proof of that. This is one of my goals, is being a business owner. Now, to be profitable, I have to keep charging forward and doing things to be able to be a profitable business owner. What am I doing that is different compared to most people in the industry? Well, most people in the industry I'm in, as a content creator, entrepreneur, somebody that is going after a variety of income sources, when it comes to my audience, I focus primarily on the low vision, legally blind, blind, and blind deaf community. In doing so, I hope to make it possible for those who are in my community to be able to gain or maintain their independence, as well as find resources, tools, and services that they may need to accomplish those goals to gain or maintain their independence. But I also share my knowledge and resources and research on ways that they can make money from home in an attempt to be entrepreneurs themselves and have multiple sources of income, so they are not stuck on a government income. And in doing so, not only do I have my audience of the low vision, blind, and disabled community, but I go about it in a way so where whether you're disabled or not, you'll be able to follow along with everything that I'm sharing, so it will help the entire community as a whole outside of those that are disabled. I bring an entire different form of perspective and innovation when it comes to being a content creator, and the resources and tools I use, and the way I think about things when it comes to our industry. This is why I enjoy what I do, is because I am taking the knowledge and experience that I have from throughout my life and sharing it with the disabled community in a manner that even those who are not disabled can utilize my products and services to increase my potential for revenue for the business and profitability. When it comes to my goals, I'm hoping to turn this business into a multitude of different revenue streams to increase the revenue flow for my business as well as profitability, but to also be able to take some of that revenue and put it back into the community to be able to help those who have struggled like I have in the past. Like I said, I know what it's like to be low income and not be able to do anything fun or enjoyable because of being on disability. Being in the low vision community, transportation is one of our biggest issues, especially depending on where you live. And for the last 10 years, I've lived in a rural area, which makes transportation a very hard challenge. We don't have the typical transportation options like a city bus or cabs. We do have the ability to use Uber, but when it comes to our community and Uber, there's a lot of issues when it comes to that. Not only the aspect of discrimination, but there is also a safety issue as well. And one of the ways that I hope to be able to help our community is so they can gain and maintain their independence, so they don't have to completely rely on other people and can find their own way around, whether it's walking or whether it's finding a trusted service or person to be able to help them to get to where they need to go, like I have to. I hope to make this business profitable and be able to hire others in the community as well as team members in the future when I have the ability to do so. I plan on sharing all of my knowledge and experience in ways that not only benefit me but benefit the community as a whole, whether disabled or non-disabled, because I don't think that anybody should be stuck in a poverty situation when we have a completely different means of doing things these days compared to 20 and 30 years ago. I'm also proof that you don't have to be well educated in the sense of having college degrees and things like that to go about doing everything when it comes to business. I'm proof of that. One of my goals is to finish my education, and one of the ways that I can do this is through my business. When it comes to my story, there's a lot that goes into my business that a lot of people don't necessarily get to see on a regular basis, but I share a lot of my knowledge and experience because of the things that I've had to deal with throughout my life. I started working under the table and helping out family and family friends while I was a child at their businesses. Whether they were an employee or the business owner or a manager, I would help with stocking shelves and cleaning and things like that, like most kids would. Then I started my first job as a teenager while I was still in school. I also volunteered 8 years for the Marine Corps at no cost to our government at all. I also spent 5 years as a firefighter and EMT between a couple of different departments. All of this without a completed education. I was a child left behind, and I am still a child left behind, but I am not allowing that to stop me, nor am I allowing my disability to stop me. And that is my ultimate goal, is showing that no matter what your challenges are that you're facing, that you can in fact still be successful. I am almost 40 and I have accomplished more in my life than what people ever dreamed was possible. They tried to doubt me and discourage me, and all it did was fuel me to keep pushing forward. And that is my message to my audience. They can try, but it is ultimately your attitude and your mindset that controls your outcome. My reasons to be profitable is so I do not have to continue living the lifestyle of being in poverty. I would like to be able to own my own home, be able to own my own business at a grander scale than what it already is now. I would like to be able to give back to my community who has supported me and help those who are low income and disabled, as well as veterans who have served, Semper Fi Marines. I also want to help take care of my mother, who a couple years ago had brain aneurysms that almost burst and had to have multiple brain surgeries, and help take care of some of that medical debt because it is very expensive. This would also help me in the aspect of being able to sustain my business for a longer period of time, being able to invest in my own business compared to cutting down on my expenses and trying to scrape by here at the beginning. So this challenge is one that is going to definitely be something to admire later on down the road when I do become more profitable. There is a lot that I would like to do whether I win this contest or not. If I do, I can guarantee you that the prize money will definitely be getting put to good use, and I would be sharing every aspect of that when and if I win. Thank you for your time and consideration in watching this contest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it gives you a better understanding of me and my business. Thanks for watching.